So here's the thing. I lived paycheck to paycheck for years until I started doing two things. One was budgeting, and the other one was having an emergency fund. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Blessed Journey channel where we talk about mindset and where we talk about money. Here's the thing. According to Forbes, more than 78% of US workers live paycheck to paycheck. And let me tell you, I used to be like that, okay? So I used to get paid, super excited to have money, and then I used to get paid every 2 weeks. So, the last week I would be broke. So I would start off eating good, and then I would end up eating ramen noodles or something cheap from 7-Eleven, right? That was like every single week, every 2 weeks. I'll get money and I'll go broke. And there are two reasons why I was living paycheck to paycheck. The first reason was this: I wasn't budgeting. And the second one was I didn't have an emergency fund. This is what this video is about today, which is talking about emergency fund. First of all, an emergency fund is pretty much it's not savings. I wouldn't consider it savings, right? It's putting some money aside and only using it for emergencies. An emergency is pretty much anything that the budget doesn't cover, right? An unexpected expense, your car breaks down, a bill came out of nowhere, something that you were not expecting, right? And that is covered by the emergency fund. So not having an emergency fund when things come up, because things will come up, it's life. That's the way it is, right? If something came up, I would have to use part of the money that I had to cover that, and then I wouldn't have enough money to cover something else, which would be my phone bill or gas or whatever. Then I will have to borrow money, ask my parents for money or ask whoever for money. So what I want to talk about is the importance of having an emergency fund. When I started having an emergency fund, many things change. Okay? I didn't stop living paycheck to paycheck right away, but it was a big factor in me stop living paycheck to paycheck. Because those unexpected expenses, they were covered by the emergency fund. Okay? They were covered by the money that I had aside. So the first question that I usually get is like, okay, so how much should I save? Or is how much should be in this emergency fund? And so if you need help with saving, watch the video I did before. I'll put the link in the description. I talk about saving. But if you haven't saved anything yet, start off with $500. Okay? That should be your goal. Put $500 aside. Okay? $500 to $1,000, and then 3 to 6 months of expenses. That should be the goal. But pretty much you can start off with $500. Okay, so some of you guys are probably thinking, okay, Milton, what's the big deal? Just have some extra cash laying around. Look, this is the main point of this video. When I finally took $1,000 that I saved up and put it as an emergency fund, something mentally clicked. Okay? You have to think about that. Most people live on reaction in the sense of, oh snap, something happened. Oh snap, I can't pay my phone bill. Oh snap, let me go. You're always moving around. And then when you don't have money, you enter this desperation mode of, oh, what am I gonna do? You start getting depressed, and like it's this cycle that you can't break off until I got my emergency fund. Something mentally changed in the sense of I went from having a scarcity mindset of never enough to an abundance mindset, right? Think about it. When you are living paycheck to paycheck, you're always worried. You're always thinking that bad things are going to happen, and they end up happening. And so having $1,000 in an emergency fund separately from your savings, it's subconsciously telling yourself you have enough. If anything happens, I'll cover it. And so that gave me confidence, and it gave me a sense of security and a sense of abundance. And so when I got that taken care of, I started saving more, right? And usually when you have an emergency fund, it's rare when an emergency happens. It's just, that's the way it works. When you're flat broke, a bunch of stuff just show up. It's just life. So here's the thing. If you don't think this will work, if you don't think what's the point of this, this is the point. It will change you mentally. It will change your mindset. Having $1,000 put away for something, it's going to change your mindset. It's going to give you an abundance mindset. Okay. So that completely changed the game for me. And from then on, I started saving more. I started putting more money away. I started paying my bills on time. And from then on, I have never lived paycheck to paycheck. I've gone close, right? But I've always had enough. And it's because of that emergency fund. So I challenge you guys, if you don't have an emergency fund, get it, right? Especially if you have kids, if you have a family, if you have a wife, get it. It's important. It's your responsibility. Like, nobody's going to do it for you. If you're used to your parents bailing you out all the time, look, it's your responsibility. Whatever age you are, it's your responsibility, right? You can't depend on your parents forever. You can't depend on family forever. Like, make it happen. Make it happen. Get an emergency fund. And I guarantee you, you will never live paycheck to paycheck again. Okay? So, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be sharing a lot more tips as time goes by, and I'll try to upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. I hope you guys have a blessed day, a blessed week, a blessed Monday, and a blessed journey. Peace out.